How's it going, Fab fans? Welcome back to the Lore Booster Box game. We're on the third box of Dynasty here, and we are going to be doing the third section of the article Ember in the Ash. If we do pull another Legendary or a Marvel here, we're going to have a fourth box and possibly having this win the Lore Booster Box game. So let's start cracking here and see if we pull a winner.
Her lips are dry, her mouth parched, her throat raw from orders shouted, then screamed into the dumbstruck faces of servants and soldiers. Lanterns lie abandoned and broken. The Dragon Festival trampled in tragedy. Panicked feet pound the stoneways and steps of the palace as Dromai's thoughts swirl like ash in their wake.
Who was that man? That creature? How was it capable of committing the unthinkable? The impossible? If, of course, it acted alone.
Her mind's eye recalls the litter of papers, inked in the dead hand of Spy Master Zathari. From the day she returned to the palace, she has pored over Zathari's notes, scripts of friend and foe, forming a theater of intrigue. The Dynasty sought to manipulate the Drakai so they would not find common cause with Solana. Thus is their ignorance, their paranoia. Solana is nothing to Volcor. A Solanian spy lurks about the palace, an agent so elusive that even a Fireseer cannot find them. Sandfolk fury continues to fester, as Zathari hoped it would. Their attack was a lance, puncturing a boil. In time, the infection will be drawn out into the open. The scheming Ezu and loyal Alshanai, two great Drakai houses locked in a deadly game of power and usurpation. The Alshanai defending stability and dynasty against dangerous Ezu aspirations. A trail of missives exchanged through the pits, prices paid in coin and blood. Phi and his foolish Volkai, their filthy hands tearing the empire apart. Enemies in every scullery and stable, vermin that might yet overrun the entire palace. Dromai follows the threads, weaving a tapestry of treachery in her mind. Yet, try as she might, she can see neither the pattern nor the weaver. They are as elusive as that vile visage glimpsed. And then, gone into tortured darkness. An unfamiliar fear grips her. She has nothing to condemn. The killer left no footprint, no fragment to follow. All that remains is a shadow, vast and impenetrable, that threatens to eclipse them all. She grits her teeth against her mounting terror and takes one last look at the blood on the steps, cascading like lava from the wounded earth. She is about to turn away when a ripple disturbs the Red River. A sinuous silhouette uncoils. Wings flex. A ragged maw yawns. Stone trembles beneath her feet. A roar drives her to her knees. She presses her hands to her ears. Yet the rageful sound comes not from without. It resonates from her flesh, reverberates through her skull. She knows that voice. She has heard it uttered from the throats of her apparitions, has sensed its whispers since the day she set foot in the palace. The roar subsides, its echoes carried through the molten veins of Volcor, shaking and sundering. Ravines open in the earth, engulfing streets and shelters across Ashvan. Grand waterways, twinkling with blue lanterns and flame lotus flowers, rupture their shores and swept away people. Pageantry and parade, an eruption so violent, anguished, that it torches the farthest reaches of Volcor, a sharing of loss that all must embrace. As the last aftershock rumbles through the palace, Dromai finds Chio in the remains of her chambers. The Lord Wizard is white with dust. Her skin grows even whiter at the news of the Emperor's death.
Why come to me?
She asks.
Chancellor Yama doesn't need me.
Answers Dromai.
You do.
In vulnerability, there is opportunity. Without the Emperor, the Alshanai faction is severely weakened. Until now, Azu and Alshanai have played by the rules the Emperor's own mandates laid down to prevent civil war. But those rules have changed, and so Dromai will play the cards that fate has dealt her.
The palace will soon belong to Azu. Follow me.
Urges Dromai. She leads Chio and a bedraggled retinue of Alshanai through rubble-strewn passageways. But the escapees are soon stopped short. General Riku's soldiers have barred the archways, sealed the palace shut, as ordered by Chancellor Yama. A killer prowls the palace. The Chancellor has warned them. A monster with fangs more deadly than a flare snake, or so he's been told. To wander recklessly would be a tantamount to suicide. Dromai approaches the general with her palms outstretched.
You owe me a life.
She reminds him.
This is not the life I had in mind.
The lava cares not for our wants and wishes. It flows where it flows.
Riku hesitates, struggling with himself, torn between honor and loyalty. At last, he steps aside, and at his command, his soldiers lower their halberds.
We are even.
For now.
Allows Dromai. She turns to Chio, bows her head enough to signal respect, but not too low as to imply subordination.
Make your way to the southern estates. You will be safe there. Come with us.
Insists Chio.
No. My place is here.
Dromai glances in the direction of the throne room, her mind fixed on the chambers beyond and the power secreted within. The legacy of the dragon awaiting one with the will to command it.
And that concludes the lore story for today. So now we get to sit back and relax, listen to some good tunes here, and see if we get lucky for box number 4. Oh man, what a pull here. It's actually, I think it's one of the first angels that I've pulled since the openings, because I don't think I got any out of Monarch. I don't know if they had them at that time or not, but awesome pull. We're getting towards the end here, so let's see if we can maybe pull another goodie. So we only get to pull the legendary angel here, but I'm not upset about that at all. Great pull, and we get a 4th box. And it might beat the lore booster box game, which is a very exciting thing. Something that I've been doing when I get to a third box is I will start signing some tokens and such. That's from the set. Anybody that I run into that's local to my area, if we play together, if you have any interest in these, let me know and give them to you. Anybody that's outside of my local area, shoot me a comment under here, or you can get a hold of me on Facebook as well. I'll have the link below, and just let me know that you're interested, and I might be able to ship a few out to you. And the only ones that we've gone to a third box for is Dynasty here and the Uprising. So those are the tokens that I'll have. I hope you all enjoyed the video today. I will see you next week for box number 4. Take care.